Hey guys, this is Chris and Kai's cooking show. I am Chris, this is Kai. We're trying a little different angle today. We do have a pretty good show for you today. We're a little behind, so I kind of prepped some of this a little before time. We're going to do one of my favorite dishes. This is red beans and rice. I've never actually made it myself, and we're kind of winging some of the ingredients. But yeah, let's get started. So I went ahead and I soaked these red kidney beans. You don't have to use red. Down south they use any color they like. It's whatever you prefer as bean. The red beans and rice I found out actually comes from a touristy thing. You know, people expect it to be red beans and rice, so that's what they're getting. So like I said, I soaked these in water. You want to make sure the water's at least an inch or two above where the beans are when you start out because they soak a lot of that water up. I rinsed them and then I put them in a big pot because apparently I bought way more beans than I thought I did. So I did put some chicken broth in there. I had about 3 cups of this left, so I used 3 cups of that. Then I put about 3 cups of water in there as well, and a little bit of chicken base to make a little more frothy. Give you a good shot of that. As you can see, it's got a nice boil to it. Went ahead and added 5 Turkish bay leaves due to the size of the pot. Now, like I said, you want to use bay leaves. Bay leaves are one of those you don't want to eat, so when you're done, you just want to discard them. But use Turkish bay leaves. They're a lot bigger. The kinds you get in the little bottle, they're about that big. Nobody likes that. So I went with spicy chicken broth. It's just something I keep around the house for my ramen noodles when I spice it up. Over here, I've got the sausage. You always want to have a sausage in there. Hey, dude. I was debating on what kind of sausage to use with today's event, but we went with Sikorski. This is probably one of my favorite sausages. This is a Cabanos sausage. You can see it's not one of your thicker sausages like your smoked sausages, so we just want to get that heated up. I've got a little bit of olive oil in there. So yeah, got most of it already cut up. Sausage is probably the best part of this meal for me. We're going to mix this up. Now, the other ingredients you're going to want to put in here, they call it the Holy Trinity. Basically onions, green peppers, and celery. And you know what? I'm keeping the celery and the green peppers out. Some of you know I don't like green peppers at all, so we will be doing the onions though, which is not a problem. And I have some white onions. We'll get them chopped up. You good, dude? This ought to be enough to make Chef Kai cry a little bit. Alright, so I want to use about 2 medium onions for the amount that I'm using. If you're just making a single pack, you can use like one medium onion. Unfortunately, the only ones I could get were pretty small. I prefer the white onions over the sweet onions. So we're with 2 small onions here. I've had the beans cooking. If you want to use canned beans, you're welcome to use canned beans. I wanted to go as authentic as I could, so we're doing it the hard way. We are throwing food and throwing plates. So yeah, so we've had it cooking for about 30 minutes probably, just to make sure the beans are getting cooked after they've soaked pretty much for, I want to say 6 hours today, if not a little bit more. We just want to get that sausage kind of fried a little bit. This is going to be sitting in a crock pot at work tomorrow, so hopefully this will be a winning meal tomorrow. Alright, dude. about some garlic roasting in the oven. I was a little late getting that in there. I wanted to keep some roasted garlic for this meal. Now, I'm not sure about you guys, but the roasted garlic for me is probably the best way I've actually had it. I mean, there's a much easier way. You can use minced garlic out of the bottle. Nothing better than a fresh head of garlic. It's been roasting for an hour though. You good, bro? You good? Alright, so this is probably good enough considering it's already pre-cooked. We don't want to overdo it. Turn this heat down a little bit. Get these onions rolling. We want these onions to cook probably 5 to 10 minutes, somewhere in there. Alright. This sausage doesn't have a ton of fat in it, so it's not extra cooking for the onions. We'll throw a little more olive oil in there to cook it with. Now, as far as the seasonings for the mix, I've got about 4.5 teaspoons of thyme. I just have this freeze-dried thyme. And then I've got about 4.5 teaspoons of freeze-dried basil. I do prefer to use the fresh stuff, but unfortunately, when you have a recipe, it'll tell you to use one leaf, and then you pretty much wasted the rest of it. So I did add about maybe half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of cayenne to here. Due to the fact that I put in some Cajun Creole garlic butter, didn't think we needed a ton of cayenne, but this isn't really hot. This will add us all the Cajun flavor we want. I used about 4 teaspoons of this. Maybe 6 actually, since we're using such a big pot. For yourself, if you want to use any of your favorite Cajun seasonings will work. Slap Your Mama's a good one. They have a hot you can use if you want to kick it up a notch. Tony's also has one. We're going with this one though. It's one that I got at the Iowa barbecue store, so it's definitely good. We're going to just get that in there. That way it can be melting into the beans. Giving that beans some good flavor. Alright, dude, we have to get this. Got this, dude. You want to eat it? Alright, so we're going to pull this garlic out. I'll tell you what. You can definitely smell the garlic. I also added the Creole butter to this as well, so it is going to be pretty flavorful garlic. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and get the juice out of there. Alright, so, pretty hot. We're going to smash the bottom of it. It needed to cook a little longer, but like I said, I did not get it in there fast enough. It's probably been in there about 40 minutes. You good, sir? It smells amazing though. See, it's just mashed up. just mashes right out of that casing. What about 5 cloves for a regular batch? I'm going to use a little more than 5 cloves. Alright. Get that in there. Get that garlic in there. We're going to let it cook for a minute or two. Chef Kai, looks like you lost your hat, dude. You're done with that hat business, aren't you? Hey, you want a bite? I got you, sir. Here, have a bite. No. Take it off. Alright, here, have a bite. Stand there. Get through it. Kai's eating a little apple avocado tonight. Seems to be liking it. Earlier he had a little rice with sweet chili sauce on it, and I'll tell you what, he was digging that sweet chili sauce. Alright, want to try the hat one more time, dude? You're going to smell like garlic here pretty soon. Yeah, kick back. Alright, so the hat's not going to be a thing. Alright, so these are caramelized pretty good, so we're going to go ahead and throw those into the pot. Get a money shot on that real quick. See the browning in there. Definitely could have used a few more onions, but it'll work out. Get that nice and mixed up. Another shot in here before we take a short intermission. See the bay leaves. Looking good, guys. Looking good. Alright, so instead of taking this to work, we're going to have some cornbread, jalapeno cornbread like we did that with our other meal. I'm just going to make the muffins out of these, make it a little easier on myself. Forgot the muffin tins though. Anyways, that's about all we have for now. We need to let this sit and cook. We need to get the rice prepared. Just want long grain white rice. You can pretty much use any rice you want. This is, if you're going to be eating this, who cares, right? As long as it's good. The red beans and rice is going to be good, so we're going to go ahead and throw the sausage in there. I've got 2 packages for this, you know. You want a couple pounds of sausage if you're making a big batch. Alright, so now that we got that all mixed up, we're going to take a short intermission, guys. Hey guys, we are back. Sorry we took a little longer intermission than I expected. I got the rolls, or the cornbread done, and the minute I went to pull it out, I decided to split off the top one of them and go into the nether regions of the oven that you cannot find. So that's where we're at with that. I have tasted the red beans and rice, and the beans are tasting pretty tasty. Still got them cooking in a good rumbling boil. As you can see, I pulled some of the beans out, and we went and mashed them on it. This is going to help add some flavor, so we're going to pull about a cup or 2 cups of beans out, depending on how much you actually made. Mash those up nicely. Alright, so there's that. Get that stirred in. Alright, let's get a money shot on that. You can see over here we have the rice. Just some extra long white grain rice. This is cooking. We'll pull those bay leaves out beforehand. Alright. Kai's over there acting a fool like normal. Got everything out today, don't we? Chef Kai. Hi. Tell everybody hi. Flip. Flip you around a bit, dude. You want to say hi to everybody? Alright, so went ahead and got the rolls ready. I chopped up some parsley and I chopped up some green onions. Kai tried a little bit of each of those. I'm not going to tell you whether he liked it or not. He is not a parsley fan, but hey, there's not really a whole lot to it other than leaves. So what we're going to do here, loosen up one of these. Okay, so that turned out good. The rice is off. I just made the rice like you would normally make a white rice. I didn't make a lot of rice, but I will be taking some to work, so I'll probably have to make some more. Got about 2 cups of rice, and, you know, double that for water, and then I added some seasoning to it. Now let it cook. So we are going to go ahead and throw some together. Let's see what we got here. Good pat of rice in there. Stir this up. Alright. Now this is soupy, so hopefully tomorrow it won't be as soupy, but you can make it soupier. I ended up adding a little bit more water and to it just so the beans were covered. Get a spoon for this one. And just wanted that out there. Dave's, famous Dave's jalapeno cornbread it's basically to die for. If you haven't tried it, you gotta try it. It's not hot. It is jalapeno, but it's not hot. Now that's hot. I didn't make this super spicy like I normally make everything, so just the cayenne itself is probably the hot part of it. Yeah. That's money. For a first time. It's pretty good. So that's what we have. Now, just going to throw this out there that the next part of this meal, definitely the best part of this meal, and that's cleaning up. Yeah. So that's a lot. Anyway, that's pretty hot. So we're going to get this mess cleaned up, and the old man's going to get ready for bed. So I am Chef Chris, and this is Chef Kai, and this is red beans and rice with jalapeno cornbread. All right, have a nice night, guys.